misconception.
Okay, there's two misconceptions. Okay, this is very important. Two misconceptions. Let's see what it. This whole he's saying this, guys. This is the highlight of this video. This is the highlight of this video. He's saying there all of this drama over like we be Aryans, we're Aryans, we be Aryans. We're like guys, we're better than you. We're better than you because we Aryans. Okay, all of this came from two misconceptions. Let's see these two misconceptions.
Is that all of Indian civilization?
Like, imagine how pathetic you are and how insignificant your life is that you try to find significance in the heritage of your ancestors. What does that say about you and how insignificant your life is that the only source of significance that you could go find is in the DNA of your ancestors? What does that say about you? That's the highlight of your significance. Oof. Oof. Pathetic. Pathetic. Pathetic, I tell you. It's so cringe.
Misconception is that all of Indian civilization is unisource and it comes from Arya Vedic Sanskrit civilization, which is not true. The Harappan civilization.
I like this guy. The Harambe people.
One of the most remarkable civilizations of the world.
Yeah, the Indus Valley people. Like all the stuff, you know, all the stuff that everybody celebrates about, like, oh my God, who are these people that built all of this stuff? Who are these people? Like the Hindus who claim, like, we had the science, the Vedas had the science, all the science from the world came from the Hindus. Like, no, all this amazing shit that happened in India, all this stuff, where the Indus Valley people, they were not even not Aryans, they weren't even Hindu. None of it. Like, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful that all of those greatness did not come from Aryans or the Hindus. Isn't that just beautiful? Like, yeah, it preceded, you know, all of that stuff that everybody, like all the historians go in India and like, who the hell built all this stuff this early on in history? How did this happen? Where did all this technology come from? Like, where does all these pipes came from? It was like before Hinduism. It was even before the Aryans. Like, this whole, like, we had science, we had airplanes, we had surgery because of the Vedas. Like, no, none of this happened because of your scripture. None of this. It would predates that. It's amazing. It's beautiful. Yes, Soraya is saying it's beautiful. I agree on this. It's so beautiful that everything they want to give credit for all of this advanced civilization deserves, you know what? You know what is more beautiful? You know what? Oh my God, the irony. You know, all of the things that they want to give credit for being ahead of the rest of the planet, all of the things that they give credit to, whether the Aryan race or Hinduism, deserves zero credit, which was actually something that they probably do deserve some credit for, which is zero. Wait, do they deserve any credit for Act Zero itself? Is that a fake story as well? The Harappans had a different religion. The Harambe people had a different religion. The Indus Valley civilization people, okay? Those people, they had a different religion. Their language doesn't resemble any modern language. To a language, deciphering the language is really hard. We know they had connections to Mesopotamians. You guys need to find a kind of Rosetta Stone or something. If you guys find your own Rosetta Stone, that would like unearth, that would like so much information. That would be amazing. Wait, you guys don't even deserve, are you telling me you deserve zero credit for zero? Zero story is true. Airplanes. Yeah, Qasim, it's true. You know how some Muslims say, like, if you actually like read the Quran, you could even see science in the Quran, and you could get the airplane out of the Quran. They say the same thing about the Vedas. Guys, do the Hindus deserve zero credit for zero, or is that a real thing? Well, zero was invented by Aryabhatta Bharata, who was the Brahmics. Okay, so they deserve more than 0 credit for 0. Oh, so some Arya Bhatta invented the concept of 0 in India. His name has Arya in it. Okay, so they did deserve. Okay, so they invented 0, so we could give them credit for 0. So they deserve more than 0 credit for 0. All right, hold on. Okay, Katie's saying, yeah, the 0 one is real, but Hinduism had nothing to do with it. Okay, good. Good. So Hinduism deserves 0 credit for 0. Beautiful. I love it.
Precedes the arrival of the Aryans, and that has left a very large mark on the Indian civilization.
Yes.
The second point is that is again based on a misconception. If you say that there are people who speak Indo-European languages who call themselves Arya, arrived in India around 2000 BCE.
4,000 years ago. Stop switching between BCE and how many years ago. Stop switching between how many years ago and BCE, okay? They arrived 4,000 years ago.
Or later. That doesn't mean that they brought the Vedas in a packed form and then we unpacked it. No.
No. Wasn't Hinduism and the Vedas after the Aryan migration? Didn't that happen after the Aryan migration? Like, where wasn't it that the Aryans showed up? I mean, they had something like the Vedas. Isn't that why Zoroastrianism also have like something like the Vedas? But wait, does Hinduism predate the Aryan migration or not? Yes, I agree with Katie. Hinduism deserves no credit for 0, but it was theories by real people, not connected with religion. Yes, I think I agree with that. There is an excavation in South India which has which has a continuity from Indus Valley around 1500 BC to 900 BCE. But not sure how true that claim is. Wait, Katie's saying, yes, they wrote the Vedas after entering the subcontinent. That's what I thought. They wrote the Vedas after they showed up. They didn't show up with Hinduism.
The Sanskrit that we know, the Vedas that we know, were composed mostly in India.
Yeah, see? I knew this. Guys. I mean, a lot of people tell me that I don't know crap about Hinduism and Indian history. But come on, I mean, I'm not a historian and I'm not Indian. As a non-Indian, non-historian, I know more than most people, right? Like, give me some credit. Give me some credit for a non-historian, non-Indian. The level of knowledge I have about Indian history is pretty impressive, okay? I mean, relative to the average non-Indian, non-historian, right? Come on, give me some credit. Come on, like, I knew this. Like, I knew that Hinduism became a religion after the Aryan migration. Like, isn't that impressive? Like, who knows that? Which non-Indian just randomly knows that? Give me some credit. Come on. Kudos, brother. Thank you. More. Sim for Guru Armin. Thank you. 0 credit? I'm going to ban you. You the man. Yes, thank you. More. I'm collecting some credit. Thank you. Most don't have it. No, I'm only cookie. Artie is giving you a cookie. I'll take it. Is it? No, I don't. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. It's too sugary. Your cookies are sugary. I'm not eating that. I think, is it too much to say that I know even more than average Indians? I mean, come on, average people as a whole don't know much. You the real MVP. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna gloat in all of this. Thank you. Oof, this is making me feel so good. Terrell saying, just a guess, maybe the Aryans had orally transmitted religious belief, which then got written down in both Iran, Zoroastrianism, and India, the Vedas, i.e. Hinduism. I mean, we're talking, when it comes to orally, things change so fast, and we're talking about tens of thousands of years, right? So it's really, I don't think it's fair to be like, oh yeah, orally we preserve the Vedas over tens of thousands of years. Like things, like when it comes to oral traditions, things get completely changed 100% from how originally they were over like hundreds of years when you use the oral tradition, right? So if you think like anything like the Vedas managed to stay intact over tens of thousands of years using oral traditions, I don't think that's how things work. I don't think that's how things works. Yes, oral traditions are BS. I agree. Ooh, yeah, fat lazy Indian cat is saying yes. You know way more than most Indians. That's how I roll. That's how I do things. Okay. All right, okay, wait. Actually is posting this multiple times, so he really wants me to read this. Our understanding of race and complexion is based on cultural stereotypes. It's, I don't know this word. I was just bragging about how intelligent I am, and now you're using a word and you just ruined it. You ruined it for me. What is this word? Hold on, let me look it up. What is this word? I can't even. Craniometry, the scientific measurement of skulls, especially in relation to craniology. Okay. Oof, that's giving me some racist vibes. Is craniometry that matters more to race than complexions? Like, yes, I know the level of ethnic diversion between people in Africa, for example, who have the same skin color is more than the diversity between some black people and some white people, right? So skin color is a very, very poor method of associating ethnicity to people, right? But again, we are visual animals, so we look at color and be like, you're this color, so you belong to this ethnicity, right? So socially, when we like trying to categorize people's ethnicity, we suck at it because we use skin color, which is one of the poorest way of measuring ethnicity, like genetic groups. Yeah, if you wanna put people in different genetic groups, skin color is one of the least efficient ways of doing that, right? But we're visual animals, and that's what we do. By the way, Goddess Kelly, is an Aryan. Her origin is Tantra, practiced by Austro-Asian origin people of Eastern India. Later, when Aryans migrated there, they appropriate her in Hindu. Wow. So, okay. So they can't even claim Kali. Oh my god. Guys, you're tagging me too much. Let me finish this video. You agree with fat lazy Indian cat over what? Did I miss a fat Indian lazy cat comment? The religion before Hinduism was different. I studied that old religion, and it's really, really interesting. Orgasmic for history and mythology lovers. Man, I really like having Katie here in the live chat.
For example, there are retroflex consonants. These are words like ta, na. Most Indo-European languages, you will not find them. In the earliest Sanskrit, you will find retroflex. Where does it come from? It comes from the fact that it was in contact with other pre-Vedic, pre-Aryan languages.
Pre-Vedic, pre-Aryan. I love that. Pre-Vedic and pre-Aryan. I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna forget. I wish I wouldn't forget that because I'm gonna use that. It's gonna make me seem so smart. Pre-Vedic. Oof! Just drop that in an argument. You're like, yeah, it was a pre-Vedic. These were sounds that were pre-Vedic. Oh yeah, just drop that in an argument. People are like, who is this guy? I wish I had better memory to be able to use these. If I had better memories, I would just drop this left and right in conversations, and people would be like, pre-Vedic? He's saying pre-Vedic. This guy must be a scholar or something.
in the areas that it migrated to in the Indian subcontinent, because the retroflex consonants are a feature of many languages, many pre-Aryan languages in India, including Dravidian.
Okay, wait, let me see what you guys say. Soraya is saying, I am a Marathi guy. I know those words. We use those words often. Interesting. Aryan, what we have a lot of Aryans today in the live chat. Aryan is saying, leftists in India are in love with you. I know a few people who have. Maybe we should do a takedown on communism to like piss off some of my new leftist fans in India. Okay, every time like we were like pissing on Islam, and we got a lot of Hindutva fans, and then we started pissing on Hinduism, and they all started crying. So now that we're pissing on Hindutva, I think we have like a lot of communists in India that are my fans. So we need to start pissing on communism. This is why we never grow. Okay, because every time we gain a following, I start pissing on them. The only people that will become true fans of this channel are people with golden shower fetish. All right, let's wait. Hold on. Katie say, I agree with Fat Lazy Indian Cat on what they said about Kali. Kali was not originally a Hindu goddess. She was appropriated during the Hindu synthesis period. Interesting.